Hi guys, so today I am sharing the screen with my lovely client Fran Hancock, who is a health coach, who is almost qualified as a nutritionist and integrative nutrition. And so she's qualified to work with people in that realm, and that's how she coaches people to change. She's a registered nurse, and she's also a mother of 5. Yes, just that point needs a round of applause. And she's in New Zealand, and she's actually in her house, so we might see some of her children in the background. But I've always said to her, I'd love you to write a book on even raising kids. But I'm going to get Fran to share her journey with you guys of how it's been to work with me by her side when she did come into this with a lot of fear and actually very little business experience, but she had gumption. And it's really, from my perspective, being able to see that and see the potential. And she's been very excited to get some great results, including having herself appear on the back of a bus, which was incredibly random and just the most amazing marketing piece you could ever guess for, isn't it? It's not part of my course to get on the back of a bus, but she did anyway, because she's totally gone above and beyond. And if you've ever been in fear of not having enough knowledge and not having enough time to implement, I'm sorry, but if somebody with 5 children can do it, you have no excuse at all. Sorry, Fran. Have I given your qualifications correctly? How would you describe
Absolutely.
How would you
I think you've nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add to your qualifications and what you do?
No, that's it. That's enough.
So before, I guess, we started together, what was the point that you were at in your business where you thought, that's enough, this is not going to change? Was there a rock bottom kind of moment?
Well, yeah, there was. I mean, I had been out from coaching for at least a year. I had been practicing with some friends. I had had a couple of clients, but I wasn't feeling confident. And I just felt very much so that if I didn't take a leap of faith now, I would never do it, and I would never change what I wanted to do, and I would never get there. And so taking the leap of faith with you is what has taken me to where I am now, which is a vastly different place. I cannot even have imagined getting here now, let alone being on the back of the bus, Kate, which you did do. That wasn't me.
No. Yeah, you did it. You did it, actually. You entered, Fran, aside from the material we did together, guys, Fran entered a competition to win some marketing, and then she got on the back of a bus. Now, that doesn't mean anything, but to actually get inquiries from the back of the bus, that's got to do with the content that you put on the bus. So that's what we did put together overnight, I might add. And I think because you're in a different country, you were up till 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or something ridiculous. So
yeah,
that was interesting night. But that's what you do, because it's sometimes a little bit of hard work. So she's definitely put in the work. What are some of the shifts that you mentioned that you've noticed that you said you're in a different place? What do you mean?
I think mentally I'm in a different place. I'm much more proactive, and I'm much more brighter about what I'm trying to achieve. I feel like I can take life by the balls now because you have encouraged me to. And it's like, if I'm scared of doing something, I'm like, oh, well, I've faced my fears in the last few weeks. I've dealt with them, and actually most of the time I loved everything. So if I don't take this next leap of faith, I might find there's something I haven't enjoyed. So I'm just like, yep, I'm in. I'm going to do whatever it takes for me to live my best life. And that's huge.
That's funny. Wow, it has so much carryover, doesn't it? I never would have picked you for an adrenaline junkie, Fran.
I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I'm an introverted, stay-at-home, quiet person. But you found this part of me that if I hadn't exposed it, I'd be absolutely devastated. I'm so grateful that I know what I'm like now. I didn't know before, and I thought I did.
Yeah, it doesn't. Personality is irrelevant, isn't it? People often say, "Oh, but I'm an introvert," or "Oh, but I have money issues." Oh, but that's fine. You'll still have the but when you're 80 if you don't try.
Yeah, that's so true. And I think with having kids, it's like, oh, what do I do with the kids? It's so hard. My kids are my focus. But in actual fact, it just all fitted in seamlessly. It didn't matter. It was fantastic.
Yeah, the kids are the focus, but they're also the reason why, aren't they? They're the reason why to give it a go. We're always saying to them, look, you need to try new things.
Yeah.
So
and
when you were...
It has been huge.
Yeah.
For those kids to see me do those things has been quite mind-blowing for them, because they know that was well out of my comfort zone. I think it's been a huge learning curve for them as well, and I love that.
Yeah, the setting example thing.
Yeah. Definitely.
So did you look for many people when you were looking for help? What was that, a bit of a journey at all? Did you just stumble across and took a leap of faith?
I stumbled across you, listened to your seminar, and it really connected with how I was feeling. And then we had the discovery call, I suppose you'd call it, and I really felt like I had a good connection with you. You're lovely on the phone. You're fantastic to work with, and I really sensed that from the outset. So I felt in very capable hands, and I knew I could talk to you about things. You've got a great sense of humour, and I enjoy being able to use a sense of humour. So if you had been very straight-laced, it wouldn't have worked. And if you had been sort of telling me, top down, what I had to do without giving me a reason, but you weren't like that. You really coached me through the process. And so, yeah, I found you. We had a discovery call. I felt really comfortable. I did need to take overnight to think about it, didn't I? And I'm not too sure if that was normal for you, if you give people that time frame to think about things.
Yes,
but then
but
I think I got back the next day.
To be honest, Matt, at the moment, it's going to depend on the amount of traffic, and actually depends on, I can't have too many of you active, so that if we need to do an overnight bus marketing schedule, I can do it. But if there's too many people active, I can't do that. Yeah. So it's just the way the courses run. And that's the thing with decision making. If somebody can't make their mind up in 24 hours, can you see how you actually can't make decisions in business then either? It just makes the whole process hard, because you just really can't. You can't get 5 years worth of results in 12 weeks if you take several months to make a choice.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was the case with the bus, wasn't it? It was like quick, and it had to work fast, and I had to involve people. Like, we had people from the Philippines, people, you yourself was in Australia, I was here in New Zealand, there was someone else as well. I had my teenage boys up helping me. It was all go, it was full on, and it worked beautifully, but it had to be fast and quick.
And it was good. It's a really, really good exercise, actually. Had you done any other courses before, or any other learning aside from really just getting your basic qualifications, or is this the first kind of business marketing, self-development stuff you've done?
First time, yeah. I never had any of that, never had it in the course, and I suppose that's why I was really struggling. But as a nurse, I'm very people-focused and very emotive-focused. So for me to have any business concept, it was just completely out of my league, and that's probably why I was struggling. Now I'm not struggling. I've just got so much more of a sense of where I am and what I'm trying to achieve, and that's, I haven't done a business course. I've done you.
Same. Actually, because you have the nursing background, like, nobody can buy that many years of experience of human communication and how to relate skills and how to get somebody to roll over so I can, whatever you need to do,
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't come in a course. Sorry for being crude if you're watching this. Okay.
Yeah.
Or actually, you've already explained why you chose. So I actually just reread one of our first messages, and you were scared. So I would like you to explain that, because a lot of people feel that way, and it is that first step.
Was that in regard to the seminars?
Oh, sorry. No, in regards to just actually choosing to take the leap of faith and, okay, I'll work with you and I'll do what you say.
Yeah. Well, I suppose that's a big thing, isn't it? Like, it was a leap of faith to put all of my my aspirations and my dreams in your hands. And although we got on really well, I wasn't sure. But that just went away the minute we started working together, that first phone call. I had an hour with you, and you just went through everything so thoroughly. I had the documentation on Facebook, and I had the recording to go back to, and everything just fell into place so easily. That's what I think really stunned me, was that I knew very quickly that you know exactly what you're doing because it was so easy to follow. There was nothing, there were no hiccups, there was nothing that didn't work, and you knew what was going to come around the corner before I knew it.
That would be like me trying to be a nurse and coming to you and saying, can you show me how to be a nurse? I've done this course that showed me how to be a nurse, but I've never actually examined anybody. Of course you know, don't you? Oh, and you know, okay, I know it says to do that in the textbook, but we're going to do it this way.
Yeah.
Which is literally, you know, cramming. Honestly, now it's like you've got 5 to 10 years experience just in that nutrition and the niche of people that you're helping.
Yeah.
And I was, yes, I'm really proud. And that your husband backed you as well. So fast forward to today. And tell us about the results that you've got. And not, I guess, yes, you know where you're going with your business. You've got some clients. You've got some that have paid you a lot, some that are on a lower level. And the end goal is to not do as much nursing. What's life like?
It's amazing at the moment. I love my nursing and I want to keep that going. I'll never give that up, but I love health coaching more. I love helping people not to be those people that are going to end up in the GP practice where I work, because at the end of the day, they shouldn't be there. You have given me the ability to feel more confident to get out there. I know that I've got a huge future this next 12 months because I've got things whirring around in my head that I can put into practice. There's no way I would have thought about doing those. I've got seminars booked in. I've got a couple of months. I'm going to gyms to do some talking with them about gut health, because you know, that's something that often gets missed in someone who's going to the gym so often. They're eating well, they're exercising well, and maybe it's not all coming together. So we're going to look at gut health. I've got some lunchbox seminars coming up. I've developed my 12-week course, and that's up and active. And I've got a client who I really, he's continuing to keep going with me, and that's pretty remarkable that he's made that at a VIP level to keep going, not to say, right, I'll do it on my own now. So I'm really grateful for that.
It's honestly, it's just the beginning, but you can see how the ideas are from a money and a lucrative perspective, because it has to be measured. Like, I know we measure, as a health coach, we measure their results of how they feel, their energy and their dress size, but a business needs to be measurable by the bottom line, really, as well as be enjoyable. You be able to run the family with 5 children that you homeschool, by the way, guys. Like, Fran does a lot of stuff, and she's a nurse. Like, it's next level of care. And then to be able to see that you can reduce that and spend more time at home, and just the confidence and the gumption that you speak with now, like, you know what you're talking about. You have a forward plan of what's going to happen in the next couple of months. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen for you actually in the next couple of months. I guess if anyone's got any questions for Fran, maybe they can type them below this video. Is there anything else that you want to say, Fran, about your experience or your business or just life in general?
Yeah, I suppose there is. I'm very much a quiet, stay-at-home person who would not have done this. I don't know what led me to do it. I'm so grateful I did it. If anyone had any doubts, then you just have to go ahead and do it. There is nothing to lose. There is only everything to gain. It has been absolutely mind-blowing. And I'm from a small town in New Zealand. I mean, I'm probably the lowest of the low to have done things, but you have to get out there and try it. Working with Kate has been absolutely mind-blowing. I will do it again in a heartbeat. And I know you've got more courses out there too, Kate, so I might be able to do those as well. And if I'm going back for more, what else can I say? And it's been a lot of fun. You know, there's been things that you have made me do which were on my would never do list. I would never have done seminars with people. But, you know, it turned out to be such fun. Why wouldn't I want to know that about myself? And getting out in the community and being able to support the community around me and let them support me has been really cool. Being able to get things into print. You've put me in touch with different people that can formulate products for me, and I still have contact and details with them. It has been mind-blowing.
I'm excited for you because it does, like the face-to-face stuff really does play in to help you build online. And as you said, it's got nothing to do with the town that you're in. Everybody has got, we have billions of people to potentially have as clients, and it's about getting it out there. And I have to also add, you started with no social media presence at all, which is where most of my girls are not interested or involved in technology because, like, as you saw, it's really hard to get a video to work between us. Yeah. So those skills are definitely not critical when it comes down to learning how to figure out what your niche and your clients want and enrolling them into your courses. So, which means that you end up with a career that you love and getting paid for it as well. So please feel free, guys, if you've got any questions about anything, send me a message or send Fran a comment underneath. Maybe she'll answer them. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much, Fran. I'll hang up.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank you so much. Okay, bye.